Today we have Florian from Belgium with us, and let's talk about his project first of all, and then we'll get into the details of how actually he uses social media to reach people. So, hello Florian, how are you?
I'm good.
So, tell people about your project, just a brief.
So I'm actually sharing another way to live. I mean, a better way. I try to find to give people another mindset, to change, to make it better for everyone. Basically, I would say better lifestyle, and so I share it on my way, and I'm actually traveling by bicycle. I'm moving to Latin America by bicycle, and I share some stuff on my way and on my website and so on, so that's what I'm doing, yes.
Okay, so here I would like to ask you, how does social media play a role in spreading the word of what you are doing? Does it help you in any way, or how exactly do you use social media?
I use it especially because my wish is to touch the people who are not aware about the alternatives of life. And usually people, there's people who are not aware are using more social networks, because you use more social networks and then you are more disconnected from real life, I will say. So I think it's a good tool to first share easily, fast, and then like all on your network, and with maybe sometimes more also, because with some of them you can share with also with other people through the hashtags and stuff.
Right, absolutely.
So yes, that's why I try mostly to touch other people and the one who are already aware about what I'm talking about, because if you talk about something that people already know, then it's less effective. So it's like I just try to get more people aware rather than giving more information to the one who are already aware.
Right. It's more about creating awareness first of all.
Yes.
So what platforms do you use? Do you use Facebook?
Yes. So unfortunately, I have to use this platform that I don't really agree with for the like privacy of life.
Right.
But Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I'm connected on all those ones, but I mostly use Instagram, which is connected to my Facebook page, and my Twitter also.
Alright.
But I never use, outside of that, I never use Twitter, because I never use it in my life. Really like few times. And Facebook I use much more to publish my pictures, because of the traveling I have much more pictures. So I share also these things, and I try to give different kind of information. Then I'm not doing tourism, so I try to give different kind of information to people and show that that we are living in a good world. People are human and really nice everywhere, and we are so scared from our neighbors and all over the world, and actually I never faced problem. So I try to show these things and people some people are making around the world, and bring that energy, that positive energy, and show the beauty of the world, and also some problems sometimes, of course, but so.
It's all a part of the package. So when talking about Instagram, what hashtags do you mostly use? What really works when it comes to your project?
I try to find some hashtags that have a lot of publications. I don't know, but you can see the number of publications.
Right, you can.
So I try to use those ones, like keywords. For example, forest. If I'm like traveling and there are some forest, I use forest. Or if I'm in a project and they work on, I don't know, eco development, I put development and eco or whatever. I don't know. I just try to find some keywords. So world, travel, and so on. So depending also where I am. So different. I like about 10, 15 keywords usually.
So it's like some of them are very generic and some are very
Exactly, like
link, right on the point.
Link, yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Link, like straight, like for example India. If I'm in India, this is India, so of course, yes.
Okay. And when talking about YouTube, how often do you post videos? How do you use YouTube?
I don't use that much YouTube because it's much more work, and I focus more on sharing with people in a direct way, like that right now. But we do it the same time through internet. But I mostly focus on like real sharing, rather than internet sharing, because I see the efficiency. It's more like usually you can be more efficient through real life rather than internet. In my case, because I'm working on alternative way of life, so it's hard to touch people, because they are more attracted by fancy things and like the usual things that you hear everywhere, So if you are different, it's like harder to touch people. I try to find some way, but so I use not that much YouTube because it's a lot of work. I mean, videos, audio, subtitles, and so on.
True.
So,
but in my opinion, what I think is that you can actually use YouTube quite well, because the topics that you talk about, if you just record the videos and post them, that ways you can actually target a lot of people. You can actually make them much more aware, because okay, right on the way you will meet some, but if you'll post a video, it might reach a lot more number.
Of course, yeah.
That might work in that way for
it's
you.
just, yeah.
I know, I agree that with the timing and video, audio, subtitle, it gets to a lot, but then
I don't have the time because I'm traveling most of the time, so I cannot do anything when I'm on the bicycle.
That's true.
But yeah, I could record and just put it on YouTube. But I'm like kind of more professional, so I want to make subtitles and everything. So I just and actually maybe I will think about it and make more videos.
What you can do is, when you are in some conference or something, you can actually record that.
Yes,
just
exactly.
Put that up.
But I don't feel I don't know, some self-confidence, I don't feel like recording and putting. I should, because we all make mistakes anyway.
That's true.
The point is to share more and not about like trying to be perfect, but it's like I don't feel comfortable about putting it on YouTube just like that. But
maybe gradually you can.
Yes, I think. I could now because I've been doing like about 20 conferences or more, so I should be able. Anyway, I'm the only one who knows that I could do something different,
Absolutely. So why not go ahead?
At least, I could share. So I'll think about it. I think I will soon.
That's great. Also on Facebook, do you have a page?
Yes.
Okay.
So through everything, only one name is Share by Bike. So share like from sharing. So SHAREBYBIKE, sorry. So if you type on Google, you can find Facebook or Instagram or anything, but you can also find the website sharebybike.com and have the link to Facebook and.
Okay. Do you have a blog?
So the blog, I use Facebook.
Okay. So use that platform for your blog.
With the pictures, I made some kind of storytelling, but really short. Because we got lazy with time.
Absolutely.
People don't read when it's like huge. So I try to make it really short and French and English. Because the translation is not really good on the platforms. So I do it by myself. It takes a bit more time, but at least, and then I make it like as short as possible with all the information in that short information, and so I put the feed on my website, so it's linked, on the website you can see the Facebook feed, but that you don't need to be on Facebook to see it.
You can see it right there on your website itself. Okay.
It's easier.
It actually is. That way you don't have to open new tabs and everything.
Exactly, I can do everything through Instagram. I use only Instagram and the new pictures on the on Facebook albums, that's it.
That works.
Mostly.
Alright, so have you heard the likes of Quora and Reddit?
I heard Reddit, but I don't know what it is. I never look at it.
So these platforms are basically where people post questions about anything they want to, they are curious about. So maybe you can find some people who have some questions regarding to what you are doing, and that ways you can actually make them aware, and it won't be just one person reading the answers, it would be a lot more. So
That could be really interesting. But as I said previously, it will be like, it's a lot of time, you know, for all these things. And I try to answer the question of the people on my way, rather than on internet. You know, for the feeling and the pleasure of sharing with people in a natural way. But yeah, it's another way to do it. I could, maybe I would, I don't know, I will see in the future. But I already don't have time to manage all the things I have. And
maybe at a later stage or something?
Sorry?
Maybe at a later stage.
Maybe yes. We will see, I don't know. But
absolutely go with
you know, I try first to do it in the real life, and then when I have time, I try to do it on social networks and other things, but
absolutely.
You know.
Okay, so how do you see the future of social media in the coming years or in the next decade or something? How do you perceive it? How do you see it affecting our lives?
I think that, and I hope that will improve the problem links with the actual development, which is using you know, privacy information and trying to push us to buy more, and you know, especially Facebook, you know, they push you to pay to have more views and all this thing. It's quite ridiculous, you know. So I mean, especially I don't get money from what I'm doing, so I'm not gonna pay to spread more, sorry. So you know, I'd like to be able to spread more for free, and you know, because I'm just sharing information.
Absolutely.
And it's sad that not everybody can see it. I mean, people have to come to my page to see the information, and otherwise it's like 10-20% of the people who can see it on the wall. And also the part, like the environmental part, because there are a lot of rubbish on all these social networks and on internet, I mean globally on internet. And we cannot say, oh, you cannot publish this because this is rubbish, but I hope we will evolve in that way, that say like, look, we have too much rubbish on social networks, which will like get something more useful, you know, try to improve and try to grow up, you know. We are such kids on social networks, you know. We share so much things, and especially the things linked to the ego, you know, like selfies, you know, like all this.
The world is full of selfies.
Yeah, I mean, you've this picture of Taj Mahal with everybody with selfie, you know, and just to say they've been there. I mean, if you want a picture of the Taj Mahal, you just
click the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, I mean, click it, or I mean, just get it on Google. I mean, you don't need to click it because you've been there. And if you want a picture, it's there. A famous place. I mean, you can understand. I mean, but so you know, I mean, we should evolve in a philosophical way, ethical way. I mean, also, and an environmental way, because of all this information that we repeat again and again and again. I mean, that's a big question, but I hope we will find some solutions. I mean, we can find solutions anyway, like we always did. But yeah, we have like some, I would say the two mains are like environment and ethical questions, you know.
So that's a very fresh perspective that I'm sure even for even the viewers, it would be a very fresh perspective, so that even though social media is there, but you don't have to let it take over your life. So find a better way, find a better solution, and maybe try to balance a bit. So
yes, we have to control, because it's really addictive, you know.
It is.
And sometimes we don't live our real life, and we spend all our time on the virtual part. So I think we should find some balance, and it's not always easy. It's also hard for me, you know. Sometimes I mean, we all spend an hour easily, and we could actually do something much more useful. The question is, you can share so much with internet. That's why it's maybe attractive. You are connected with all the network straight away, so that's why it's interesting also. But yes, that's what I would say.
Okay. So before we end the episode, I would like for you to tell the viewers where they can reach you, your website, your Facebook page, whatever you want to tell them, so that you know know exactly how to reach you?
Yeah, so the easiest way is on Google you type sharebybike.com, or you should type just sharebybike actually, or you go on the website sharebybike.com and you can find a link to Facebook or some other social networks, except Instagram is not on it yet, but you know, just type on Instagram or Facebook and you can also find Share by Bike easily. So SHAREBYBIKE. The link is in the description of the video. And then I share all the information. I mean, what's the project, what's Share by Bike, what I'm doing, who I am, with more details. And then some pictures, what you know about my journey by bicycle, because I'm doing all that by bicycle. So yeah, everything is quite easy to find. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for being with us, and it was absolutely a pleasure having you talking to you.